Hey, what's good, y'all? Good afternoon. Hope y'all are doing well out there. Hope you have had a beautiful or are having a beautiful and blessed, wonderful day. If you're not, things are going to get better. Just hang in there and keep the faith, baby. Just keep the faith. Everything is good on my end. I'm doing well. Thank the good Lord. 6 more days to my birthday. Birthday is this coming Monday, the 20th. I will be 47 years young. 47. I know I don't look it right. But in any event, I'm doing well. Everything's good on this end. I'm going to get into the topic for this video. So, today is Valentine's Day, February 14th. It's the so called Day of Love. But do many of you know about the origins of Valentine's Day? How it started and the dark history behind Valentine's Day. Many of y'all may not, so I did this video. Want to take a few minutes and just give you a brief history on Valentine's Day and how a lot of these holidays or special days come from those interesting interesting culture, the Roman Empire. A lot of disturbing things that we that the Romans did in ancient times, we put into practice and we do now. And we don't and we just do it because it's tradition. It's tradition. We're supposed to do it. And black people, we got to get out of that habit. But before I delve into that, I want to give you the brief overview of brief history about Valentine's Day, the truth behind Valentine's Day. The truth about Valentine's Day. From February 13th through 15th, the Romans celebrated the feast of Lupercalia. Men sacrificed a goat and a dog, then whipped women with the hides of the animals they just slain. These Roman romantics were drunk and were naked. Young women would line up for the men to hit them. They believed this would make them fertile. The brutal feat, I think it's that word, FETA, FETE. The brutal feat included a matchmaking lottery in which young men drew the names of women from a jar. The couple would then be coupled up for the duration of the festival or longer if the match was right. The ancient Romans are responsible for the name of our modern day of love. Emperor Claudius II executed two men, both named Valentine, on February 14th, which is today, of different years in the 3rd century. Their martyrdom was honored by the Catholic Church with the celebration of Valentine's Day. Ladies and gentlemen, happy brutal woman beating and murder day, aka Valentine's Day. Enjoy. Let me read the last part. The ancient Romans are responsible for the name of our modern day of love. Emperor Claudius II executed two men, both named Valentine, on February 14th of different years in the 3rd century. Today is February 14th. Their martyrdom was honored by the Catholic Church with the celebration of St. Valentine's Day, which is today. Ladies and gentlemen, happy brutal woman beating and murder day, aka Valentine's Day. The Catholic Church and the Roman Empire. To the Catholic Church is an evil entity. I know I'm going to rub people wrong when I say that, but it is. This is the same church that excommunicated and persecuted people who said that the world is round, that you could sail around the world and that if you sail, you won't fall off. Because back then, these jackasses thought if you sailed to the edge of the earth that you will fall off. Galileo, um, Copernicus were all excommunicated from the Catholic Church. I know Galileo and other scientists, they told the church, they say, no, the earth is round. The earth rotates around the sun. They were excommunicated, called heretics. Some were even put to death. Look this up. This is the same Catholic Church today that many people follow. This Catholic Church celebrated a brutal day where women were beaten with the hide of dead animals because they thought that made them fertile. The Emperor Claudius II murdered two men named Valentine on Valentine's Day on February 14th, and these men's death were honored by the Catholic Church, and this is why we celebrate Valentine's Day. A good brother of mine pointed out that I'm gonna look for it here, that it's been romanticized over time, which it has. But the romanticization of this day is disturbing because it's a day of brutality and death. This is what Valentine's Day came from: brutality and death, beating women, killing two people. What is romantic about that? That is disturbing. The Romans were a disturbed society. They were a wicked society. I touched on this 2 months ago about Christmas and about New Year's last month. Well, around I think the same day I did it. You could go back and check out the my video I did on the true meaning behind Christmas and New Year's. I did it 2 months ago, a little less than 2 months ago. What we're practicing is disturbing, and it's like the information is out there. Knowledge is available, especially now. It's easy to find knowledge. It's not like before where you had to read books. Well, it was easy before, but it's a lot easier now. There's never an excuse not to find knowledge, not to gain knowledge. There never, ever, ever is an excuse. Ever, ever. There's never should be an excuse because knowledge is free. It's readily available at your fingertips. People are on their damn computers or cell phones 24/7, 365 days a year. All you have to do is find the information. It's there. It's there. Yeah, erotic is really pedophilia love. Yeah, I knew about that. Thank you. Thank you for that tidbit. But yeah, I did know about that. So all these things that we're celebrating, we do it in ignorance. And you tell Negroes this, and it's like you may as well be talking to a wall. It's like, hey, y'all know what y'all celebrating? Like this is the meaning behind this. Well, it's tradition. We supposed to celebrate it. So what? I'm gonna turn to something good. You can't turn something that was meant to be evil into good. If it's evil, evil doesn't change its spots. A leopard never changes spots. This day is a day of brutality and murder. How can you turn that into a day of romance? If you want to buy your wife, and I'm not telling people that they shouldn't buy their significant other flowers or roses. That's okay. That's celebrating them. But don't celebrate But don't do that because of Valentine's Day. Do that because you love your significant other. And I know many of you do. I'm not saying that you don't, but educate yourself on what this day is really about. Educate yourself. If you want to, give your significant other flowers, roses, candy, a bear, whatso have you, by all means, you could do both. You could do both. You could walk and chew gum at the same time. Know what this day is about. I got my wife some a couple of roses and a bear, I think. Yeah, a bear. But that's because I'm honoring her. I'm celebrating her. And I've done it on her birthday. I've done it on our anniversary. I've done it on days that wasn't her birthday or our anniversary, and damn sure wasn't this murderous, brutal day. I done it, because hey, and it was a day in April, I believe, or in the spring or summer, and I wanted to surprise my wife with flowers at her job. Wasn't her birthday, wasn't our anniversary, and it wasn't February 14th. So the point I'm getting at is this day is not a day of love. This day is a day of brutality and murder that what has been disturbingly turned into a day of love. Valentine's Day is a wicked day. It's a pagan day, just like Christmas, just like New Year's, just like all these holidays and so-called special days. We got to educate ourselves, folks, because we're blindly celebrating these days because this is what we did because it's tradition. It's tradition. We'll break the tradition. Get in the tradition of being educated, of knowing the history of things. Hallmark is making $1 billion plus on today. 1-800-Flowers.com is making $1 billion plus. All these companies are making a killing. The candy stores, they're making billions of dollars on this day of love. Billions of dollars on a brutal and murderous day. I just read to you that women were beaten, men beat women with the hides of dead animals, goats and dogs, and the Roman Emperor Claudius II murdered two men named Valentine on February 14th. And the Catholic Church will say, oh, you know what? Because whatever because of their murder, let's just make this St. Valentine's Day and let's make it romantic. Like, really? That's disturbing. And ever since then, for centuries, people have been going about, oh, happy Valentine's Day, happy Valentine's Day, happy Valentine's Day, I love you, happy Valentine's Day. I never liked Valentine's Day, to be honest with you, to keep it a buck. I remember in grade school and being in second grade, my mom would buy these, but I think they still sell them, these little small boxes of candy heart candies. If anyone remember that are old enough to remember this, please put it in the chat. If you're old enough to remember those small box of candy hearts, those small box of candies, they were heart shaped, and it says "I love you," "I like you," "Happy Valentine's Day." Y'all remember those candies? If you do, please shout it out. Please shout it out here. But I'm old enough to remember that. I know I'm probably dating myself. Yeah, and the Bach candy. Yeah, my grandmother used to get those a lot. Put in the candy bag, put in the candy dish. But I would give it out and we were required to give it to the little girls in our class. I didn't get a thing back. Thank you. They wouldn't even say thank you. They would go get their little candy, get their little hearts. but I didn't get anything. Valentine's Day should be reciprocated. It's all about women, but what about men? Isn't Valentine's Day a couple's day? I mean, come on. Do men get Valentines? Do men get flowers? Do we get candy? We give it out to women. Okay, all right, that's cool. All right, I get it. But it's not reciprocated. I never understood that concept. I've seen posts, from people, Happy Valentine's Day to my wife. Happy Valentine's Day to my girlfriend. Happy Valentine's Day, da, 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 da. But the women aren't saying Happy Valentine's Day to their husbands or boyfriends. Why is that? If Valentine's Day, is supposed to be the day of love, love is a two-way street. Am I right or am I absolutely right? We give women love. Don't we receive love in return? Love isn't just one way. I mean, two men, for God's sakes, died on the day. They died on it. I mean, if you want to celebrate this disturbed day, shouldn't men be honored? Since two men named Valentine were murdered and for the sake of the day? I mean, help me to make sense of this. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. I don't know. Feminism. Yeah, well, yeah, feminism. I'm surprised I haven't seen two same-sex couples saying that. I'm sure it's out there. I'm sure they have it. Same-sex couples. Happy Valentine's Day, honey. A man tell another man Happy Valentine's Day. A woman tell another woman Happy Valentine's Day, or whatever. But you know what? That's another story for another day. But Valentine's Day, I wouldn't say feminism per se. I would say society. Why do we even celebrate this day? Again, it's a day that was meant it's a day that women were brutalized and two men were murdered. But yet it's a day of love. The whole concept behind Valentine's Day is disturbing. It's morbid. It's wicked and evil. But happy Valentine's Day, y'all. And we too many of our people are caught up in it. It's like I said yesterday. My great granddaddy used to always tell me, you can lead a jackass or jackasses to water, but you can't make it or them drink. We're leading the jackasses to the water, but they won't drink it. But yet they're thirsty, but they won't drink it. They refuse to drink. They refuse to drink it, but they're thirsty. So they say they are. The water is available, just like knowledge. It's readily available. Hit that thumbs up button, smash that thumbs up button down. Hit the subscribe button so you get notifications of when I do videos on here. But we just got to do better of learning about these days instead of blindly just celebrating them because oh, it's today. I'm gonna celebrate it. Do 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 do. Come on, y'all. We got to do better. Do better, please. Please do better. In any event, um, I'm gonna hop off of here for now. Y'all have a blessed and wonderful day. Whatever you do, enjoy your significant other, not just because it's Valentine's Day and because society tells you to, but do it every day, 365 days a year, 24/7. Do it, not just because it's February 14th. Do it on March 14th, May 14th. June 14th, September 14th, December 14th. Do it year round, not just on today. But in any event, y'all have a blessed and wonderful day. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit that thumbs up button, smash it down, subscribe, hit the subscribe button. Please support the podcast, my podcast channel. Please support the YouTube channel. I really appreciate it. I need the love and support. Our brother really, really needs it. Can't do this without y'all. So I thank those of you who've been supporting me. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I thank you. I thank you, and I love you much. Brothers as well as sisters, please, 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 please be safe out here. Be safe. Beware and be aware. Whether you're going to work, going to school, or running errands, please be safe. As we saw yesterday, or we heard last night, there was a shooting at Michigan State in East Lansing. Michigan State is in my home state of Michigan. East Lansing, right out on the other side of the state capital of Michigan, which is Lansing. 3 people, I believe, were confirmed dead. 5 were injured, and the shooter had a brief encounter with police, from what I read, and he took himself out. He committed suicide. So he died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. So he's no longer with us, according to reports I've seen and read. So I guess he did us all a favor. But again, on the college campus, and it's happened before on college campuses. So this is not the first time, and it definitely won't be the last time. Be safe, no matter where you are, at work, at school, at home, even. We're not even safe in our own homes. Beware and be aware. Be aware of your surroundings. Please be safe. The devil comes to kill, steal, and destroy, as we just witnessed, as we witness time and time and time again. So I don't need to say much on that, but love y'all. Thank you for your support. Continue to support and drop your comments below. Please share this video. Make it go viral. Make it go viral on your social media accounts. Share this video. Drop your comments below. Let me know what you think. Like I always say, we don't have to agree, but let's agree to disagree without being disagreeable, especially on topics such as this and the topic that I covered in my second video on yesterday. Please, let's do that. All right, y'all. Till next time, I love y'all. Take care. Peace and blessings. I'm out. Love y'all.